Hello, welcome back, and today I want to show you a 3x3 piston trapdoor I have built in Minecraft. So this is the trapdoor here. The dimensions of it are 11 by 9 by 3, so it's pretty compact. And I'll go over how the redstone works in a minute, but first I'm just going to show you it in action. So this is the opening, and this is the closing. So it's pretty fast. This is actually the first 3x3 trapdoor I've built. I think it turned out pretty well. So I'll go over each part of it, and I'll start with these main pistons out here. So we've got the 3 on this side, the 3 on this side, and the one back here. And what those do is just retract all these blocks around here. And then we've got a redstone line that just goes around here and controls those. Then we've got the opening is right here, and the closing is right here. So when the signal is turned off, the redstone torch over here activates, which activates a hopper-dropper monostable circuit that outputs a pulse. And what this is going to do is, well, when we're opening it, after these blocks are retracted, so these are all retracted, what it's first going to do is activate this circuit over here, and I'll explain that part in a minute, that retracts this block and puts it back over here. And then it'll activate this double piston extender that goes and grabs this block and pulls it back into the wall here. So what we end up with is basically this. And so I'll put it back the way it was a second ago and show you the opening again. There you go. And then the closing, these blocks around here will all be pushed in immediately, and then this circuit will fire, which pushes these two blocks back into the middle. So the way this works is we have another hopper-dropper monostable over here that outputs a pulse, and then this observer block detects that pulse as a block update, and outputs a one-tick pulse that goes into the circuit here. And I used an observer block because it's a nice compact way of getting a one-tick pulse. So this is like a traditional sticky piston monostable circuit. You turn it on and it'll output a one-tick pulse. And then the observer, whenever it gets a block update, it'll output a one-tick pulse. And that's a little more compact and easy to use than this. And then the dropper hopper monostable doesn't output a one-tick pulse. The pulse is way too long for the piston to kind of leave its block, like it does with this, which is sometimes what we need. So if we come back over here, this observer block detects the pulse from this comparator, and then it puts it out into this circuit. And what this does is first it fires this piston right here next to this block, and that'll push out the first block, these slabs, and then there's a 2-tick delay, and we have to put these two different 1-tick repeaters here to keep the pulse as 1 tick long. It'll move the other block in front of the double piston extender, and then this comparator will turn off, and that'll give it another update, and then this will fire again, and it'll push out the second block without retracting it, because it's a 1-tick pulse. So that's the closing. I'll show that to you again. And yeah, it just pushes the first block over here, pushes it forward, it pushes the first block out, pushes the second block in front of the double piston extender, and pushes that one into the middle. So I'll open and close it again. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of how this turned out. I don't do a lot of compact redstone, So this was pretty fun to work on. I hope you found this interesting. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.